Happy Thursday. Welcome to another episode of Sports Talk. I'm riding solo today. Just me. Blaze is out in Wilcox County. We're going to get there in just a minute. We have a special group of young ladies joining us here tonight on Sports Talk. I'm so excited to get to talk to them and relive some of the magical moments that they've experienced over the past 2 years. But we have to start high school baseball, a region title on the line. Let's check out the standings heading into this one. Wilcox County at the top of the region. Them and Truman playing for a #1 spot, a #1 seed, and of course Wilcox County trying to make another run at a state championship, falling just short last year against Lanier County. And we have a special treat because Mackenzie Blaze, our sports reporter, is there now in Rochelle. And Blaze, you had the opportunity to watch Wilcox County come away with the victory. I have to ask you first, the atmosphere in Rochelle, how was it tonight?
Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, when I arrived, it was a little late. I got here just as the first inning was ending, but it was packed. I mean, I barely got my seat right behind home plate. The fans here were awesome. Everyone was super involved in the game. A couple of fans got ejected on Trutland's side. You know, it was heated, but it was just a great atmosphere out here in Rochelle.
When you think about the specific errors in this game early on, Wilcox County finds themselves down 2-1. Maybe things aren't looking the way that they want it to look. What was kind of the game-changing moment for the Patriots?
Yeah, I mean, there were tons of errors in this game. The Vikings had 6, Patriots had 4. Sorry, there's a gnat that just won't leave me alone. Patriots had 4 errors, and like you said, in that first inning, that's how that run was scored. They committed 2 back-to-back errors and then obviously giving up a run. But the turning point in the game, no doubt, was the bottom of the 4th inning. It was electric. I mean, the Patriots scored 4 of their 6 runs in this inning, and it was all thanks to Cade Keene and Miles Davis laying down the most beautiful bunts I've ever seen in my life. The bases were loaded almost the entire inning, and the runs just kept pouring in. And I really think that was the energy the Patriots needed to come out away with this one, because after that 4th inning, Vikings kind of just looked defeated.
Now we can see in the background there, we can actually hear them giving the trophy presentation as they celebrate another region title, 7 in a row now for this Patriots team. How special is it for a program to win 7 straight region crowns, specifically, of course, on their home field?
Yeah, I mean, like I said about Thomasville yesterday, I don't know what they're feeding these kids down here in Rochelle. I mean, these seniors have never lost a region. That just speaks volumes of what Coach Nate Morehouse has been able to do with this program, and just the value of the senior class. I think there's 5 seniors, so they're definitely going to be missed, but it's really special just to win your region title right here on your home field. Obviously, you can see behind me, they're celebrating it. The guys are loving it.
You were worried about the Nats going into the game. I was more worried about how was Wilcox pitching staff going to perform in a big moment. They didn't go with Deacon Harper to start the game. Can you talk about the effort that they got on the mound tonight?
Yeah, it was Carmichael on the mound. His final line was 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 1 earned run, and 2 Ks. He struggled with command a little bit in the first few innings, but he really pulled through in the last 3, and obviously he got their win. He's one of the big reasons they won today, and obviously he got that run support behind him, so the runs he gave up, didn't matter in the end.
Now, at the end of the day, Rochelle has kind of been able to celebrate over the past couple of seasons. We saw them in the state championship last year. We saw girls basketball go back-to-back for basketball. What would it mean for another deep playoff run for this Wilcox County program?
Yeah, I think it means we got to keep an eye on the Wilcox Patriots. I mean, they're obviously building something special here, athletic-wise, and they're killing it in all aspects. We had so much fun watching the girls win back-to-back, and hopefully the boys, obviously they didn't get the result they wanted last year, but I think they're looking good. They're looking ready, and I'm going to talk to Coach after the game, so I'll let you know more of his thoughts on their playoff run, but I think they're going to do it. And like you said, their ace didn't pitch tonight, so really, they're looking good.
Well, we're excited for them as we get ready for state playoffs next week. Hopefully, they're ready for another deep playoff run. Thanks for the updates. Try to stay away from the Nats out there. They seem to like you. Now it's 2 weeks in a row, I believe, that you've struggled with them, so we might need to get you some Nat spray.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Blaze. All right, again, another big win for Wilcox County, another chance and an opportunity for a chance at a state title run. We're going to see how that plays out over the coming weeks. Stay with us, though. Coming up, we have a very, very special treat. A special group of young ladies join me right here on set. We'll have more with Sports Talk after the break. Welcome back into Sports Talk. It's been a takeover. The ladies of SGA softball have taken over the Sports Talk set. Ladies, I'm really excited to have you here. How's everybody feeling?
Great.
They're not shy. They're a very talkative group. They might be a little nervous now because we are live, and this might be the first time they've been live like this, other than when they're hitting home runs and pitching and doing their thing on the diamond. Ladies, again, thank you for joining us. Coach is back there in the background. He's trying to act shy. But I want to start with the incredible journey that you guys have had, specifically this year's championship run. It was a little bit different. You found yourselves in a situation where it didn't look so good. It took a wardrobe change from myself. It took a 2-run homer from KJ, and things kind of sparked. To be able to call yourselves champions after being down 8-0 in the final game of the year, what is that, now that you can reflect on it, what does that mean to you guys?
It means a lot, truly, because I'm going to be honest, I was really down. I was like, oh my gosh, we're losing 8-0. This is like the end of my career. And the next thing I know, I have KJ over here hitting a 2-run bomb. I'm like, okay, we're not out of this yet. And then we brought it back, and I was like, oh, wait, we just won.
KJ, talk about that moment, because I don't know if that comeback happens without that particular swing of the bat. And you had been they've been staying away from you, let's just say that. But they felt like 8 runs was enough. They challenged you, and you made them pay, and that was the turning moment. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I just had to get up there, do my job for my team. The pitcher called her on pitch, so, that felt good doing that.
Ava, I'm going to speak to you directly here, because in that game you started. A little bit of a struggle on the mound, and you could see the frustration on your face. But knowing that you've been in moments like this before, as an athlete, there's a way where it always comes back to you. And there was a big-time swing of the bat for you as well in a big-time moment. What does it say about this team's resilience that when you needed it to come up big, even though you struggled early, that you were able to do that?
Well, they never give up, and I know that they're going to have my back in the fight with us. So. That's all they needed. You
ladies have had such an incredible run at winning a state championship, but not just once, doing it twice, and that's really, really special. Libby, talk about doing it with this group of girls and the close-knit, the bond that you guys have, the stuff you guys talk to each other about. How special is that?
Oh, it's great. We're definitely like sisters, and you can tell it makes a difference, like on and off the field. Like, we go and try to do stuff together. We always talk about our personal stuff. So it's very
girls
great.
That have personal stuff?
Oh,
really?
Yeah, definitely. So it's great.
That's awesome. I have to ask you, because we were talking before the show about being able to handle 14, 15 young women. Coach has to drive you guys here, has to be around you, probably hears things he doesn't want to hear. Those two gentlemen right there in that first shot have had such an impact on the success that you guys have had. But what is it like in the dugout? Like, what are they saying to you girls in the dugout when you are down 8-0 and trying to keep you motivated and staying in it? Because I know, I have a daughter. It's hard sometimes to get through to you guys. Anybody want to take this?
It's great. They keep us pumped up in the dugout. They never make us feel like we have all this pressure on ourselves. And they're like, just be you. You know how to play this game. We work on it at practice, and we know that y'all have the capability to do whatever and win as much as you want. I didn't say that right, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. But it's just like we're all just one big family, and the coaches know how to help support us when we are in our heads, and it just means a lot more when you have coaches who know how to help you through mental struggles too. When
you ladies look back and you think about that moment in time, being able to overcome an 8-run deficit, come away with the state championship, for you, your senior season, still a relatively young team, I think just 2 seniors on the squad. Is it fair to say that might be the best moment so far of many of your softball careers, and for you getting ready to go play college softball, the best moment of your career?
Definitely. It was great to win it with my girls and with Coach Woody and my dad. So.
I think everybody kind of shook their head, yeah. The best moment so far in the softball career? Well, look, it was a great moment for me as well, just watching you guys persevere through such a tough turbulent time and able to get through that. I definitely commend your resilience and the way you guys fight. And we've had a chance to grow close to each other and develop a bond from a working relationship. And it's always fun to watch you girls continue to fight and know how confident you guys are in each other. That's really special to watch. Over the last 4 years, though, this program has done some amazing things. 95-16, just one tie since your journey started as a freshman. Talk about that journey and what has it meant to you to be a part of such a historic run and be a part of a special program?
Well, it truly is great because coming in as an 8th grader, so the past 5 years have been truly remarkable because not many people can say that they've won 5 back-to-back-to-back region championships, let alone a back-to-back state championship, and ending your career like that. And I truly think that that's every little girl's dream. And so knowing that that's how I get to end it and that these are the girls I get to end it with means a lot because we've worked all summer long for these moments. And just knowing that we get to leave our legacy behind with the 13 in a row region championships and even the first 2 ever back-to-back state championships just means a lot.
I have to ask before we take a quick break here, the standard of SGA softball, winning 95 games in 4 years. KJ, what does that say about the program?
It's really special. I mean, obviously the coaches have a lot to do with it, but I think like every girl that comes through SGA, like everybody always has like a special family bond, and like that obviously makes it even more special because like it's like you're doing something you love like with your best friend, so it's fun.
There was a really special moment in that championship game from a young lady back there, and who's a senior, and I just thought that was kind of all encapsulating about what this program is about, and I just think it was really, really special. It got me emotional at the time. She was super emotional. So I think that was a really, really special moment. We are just getting started with these young ladies, though. After the break, we're going to talk more about the program as a whole and maybe the impact the coaches have really had on them growing as young women. Stay with us. Welcome back into Sports Talk. Coach said he didn't want to be mic'd up in the break, so we just got through that. But I do want to ask you guys about your relationship with Coach. You talked about how positive they are and how they keep you guys into games and things like that. As I mentioned before, it's not easy to, I won't say control, but handle and deal with 14 young women, whether that's their emotions or day-to-day school life. It's hard enough just to be a coach in general. What about Coach Woody makes him so special? 216 wins in 12 seasons at SGA. What about him makes him so special?
I mean,
she said, I have a lot to say.
I mean, he's like our other dad. I mean, we spend more time with him in the summer than we do with our own parents. And I mean, like you said, he hears stuff he doesn't want to hear probably. He deals with taking all of us out to eat, everything we always need. I mean, they're always there to give us everything we need.
I often brag to a lot of the communities. We say it a lot on the shows, how SGA always has a way of finding themselves in state championships and in winning formulas. It speaks a lot about the culture of the program. The culture of this softball program, when you guys think about the legacy you want to leave behind, I'm going to leave you out of this for now because you're now a senior, you're graduating, doing your thing, but you guys have another opportunity to make it 3 straight. What do you want that legacy to be when you decide that, not decide, when your time is actually up?
Oh, I would say to the younger girls, I would definitely want them to see how hard we work and how close our bonds are, to definitely just keep that in mind.
When you think about this particular moment, this is where we were going next. Ring ceremony. This was number 2 in 2 years. You guys are the back-to-back state champs. When you guys are celebrated after the fact, I know on the field you're thinking about winning, you're thinking about competing. When you guys are celebrated after the fact, how important is it for you guys to recognize the community that shows up for you? The moms, the dads, the supporters, the Facebookers that are in my inbox talking about, thank you for highlighting you ladies because it means so much to you, but they're also there every game supporting you girls. What does that mean to you? I'm looking at you, Ava.
It means a lot because
It's definitely good because like during the state championship we needed them a lot. Yeah. They had a big factor in us like getting back into the game and getting hyped up. And then seeing them all show up for like our ring ceremonies and to all the celebrations we have definitely shows our support system.
I want to ask you guys about team chemistry and just how much you challenge each other to be better. What is it like at practice when it starts to get, other than the giggling and the goofing off that we know there is, like when it comes to being about being competitive and challenging each other, what is that like between you group of girls?
We play games at practice.
We do.
A lot right now. Like, we are so competitive at
We
practice.
also have mainly like locker room speeches, like loud yelling.
We
A
got
lot of yelling.
locked in.
Are you yelling at each other or?
It's just
it
random
depends.
yelling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, that would be an interesting fly on the wall situation.
We don't let Coach Woody in.
No, we don't.
No,
Coach
Coach
Probably
Woody stays
a
out.
good thing. So listen, I know before the first break we talked about the moment that Addie had in that game. I want you to talk about the maybe sense of relief after it was over. Did you guys ever reflect back and say, "Wow, we just did that"?
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, all the time.
Oh, definitely. Like I didn't
It's
even
still amazing.
for
It
like a
doesn't feel
week.
real.
Yeah.
I would just wake up out of my bed and be like, oh, like we're state champs. Like we just came back from an 8-0 deficit. Like
That's like
it's amazing.
unheard of.
It is unheard of. I will say, sitting in there watching that game, I don't usually. I'm a person that doesn't get down, and I'm never a pessimist. Like I always believe there's a chance. Even I was like, man, something's got to happen here. This one's about to be over. These girls are going to be devastated.
You gotta put on that shirt.
So I had to go put on my SGA shirt, and then next thing you know, KJ's. Yeah, I don't know what the dance was. Who
Riley!
was that? Right? What was the dance? What were you thinking there?
I don't know.
I will say this, and I don't know if you girls saw this, but their coach was pretty intense. And throughout the game, he had a zip up, like a flea zip up. And at the beginning of the game, it started way up here, like it was zipped up. When they went up 8-0, it was all down here. He had his chest all hanging out. And then KJ hit that 2-run homer, and he said like this. And he literally zipped it up more. And the more the game went on, you guys got closer, and then you took the lead. That thing was right back up to his neck. So you definitely silenced, I think, some of the bravado that they were showing over there. It was Brentwood, and it was really, really fun to watch in the dance. I did get a kick out of it. I think we laughed when I was making that highlight. We laughed. Me and Morgan laughed for a while. We're like, yeah, she was into it because she looked right at the dugout and she was just like.
We still laugh about it now.
It was really funny. All right, we have we're gonna lighten the mood even more. After the break, we're going to be talking some maybe personal things within the group, like who's the biggest class clown, who brings the most excitement, maybe some favorite food stuff. So we have a lot more to come with these Lady Warriors. Stay with us. Welcome back into Sports Talk. Right, the final block, ladies. You can breathe. The show's almost over. I want to ask though some questions about, again, team chemistry. Coach decided to join us here. We're going to get to him in just a second. I want to know who on the team is kind of the leader. Who's the one that's the most vocal as far as being a leader?
I would say we're all very vocal. Like we all have our different ways of leading and saying like, get this done, or we'll go do this. I say we all pretty much step in and do our jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
How about the silliest? Who's always the class clown?
KJ. Probably KJ.
I would have never guessed, because she's so intense. Like, I mean,
I can be both. I got it in between.
I see you get intense. Like, sometimes I'm afraid you're going to beat me up. Like, I'm be honest. Like, you're really intense and super competitive. I would have never guessed that you were, like, the silliest.
Yeah, I can be funny, I guess.
Okay, like, if you guys were a team meal, you guys went to a team meal tonight, where did we go? Like, what did we eat?
Mexican.
Were we all excited about that? Or
Yes.
Oh, so everybody likes Mexican
We
food?
love to eat.
Oh,
We eat all the time.
I won't say it, but what'd you call your team?
Big bags.
Okay, so I'm not going to say that because I don't know how that's not PC or anything like that. But yeah, so you guys like to eat. That's great. All right, if one of you were going to be the coach, the head coach, who would it be?
That's high pressure. Let's say
If Coach Woody wasn't
probably Amelia. Let's say Amelia.
she already got on me for putting a play in there.
I agree with that.
All right, Coach, we have less than a minute left. I just want to know from you what it's like to coach these young ladies.
There's really not a lot that can describe it. Like they said earlier, I mean, all summer we're together. I spend more time with them in the summer than I do with my own family. It gets emotional, and being down 8-0, as you were talking about a while ago, I've never been a part of anything like that. I don't know if you've seen anything like that one out of the way.
I haven't. It was special.
Addie coming up big, KJ coming up big, and then
A special
everything
group of young
exploded.
ladies.
Very special group of ladies.
A special group of young ladies, a special night for them, and a special night for you. Have a good night, South Georgia.